This is Team Objection Podcast from March 8th, 2022, episode 519. A new person has entered the fray. You can see him on the video feed. You've probably seen him hello in chat.
Well, I could say hello, but then I need to bring this up.
Okay.
See, the first time that the entire audience has ever learned of me is when you guys took my Wii U. And Sean, you said something very specific about the whole Wii U situation. Said, "Boo, Doug, boo."
What do you mean? Because you had a Wii U?
No, just all of me. All of Doug.
Well, that tracks, actually. I have no argument there. What I wanted is for you to have an overlay just for this episode. It says Doug, the guest with the most, and then I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought fist maybe would be good because that kind of rhymes, you know. And I know you hit the gym, so I was thinking,
yeah, we could.
Yeah, Doug, the guest with the most fist.
We'll work on it.
Dave is giving me a look here.
I'm guestist with the most moderatorist because he can moderate.
Yeah, it has to rhyme with it has to be a word.
Well, I like to make up words.
No, you don't.
And that is going to be a problem today. There's going to be no moderators in chat because two of the people who usually police things are going to be kicked out momentarily.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh,
Didn't
no.
we get Nazis in the chat last time?
We did.
And I'm not trying to be offensive. Weren't they literally
legit,
vote
yeah.
Nazi for...
No, they were exactly Nazis.
Yeah, so...
But that's fine.
We're in trouble, is what I'm saying.
I'm sure I can still deal with it.
I can't let the Nazis win hit list.
Man, if they do, we're going to not be able to do the segment again, which is a shame because I worked really hard on it.
Yeah, I know.
It is hit list indeed. For those of you who are listening, you also may have been able to tell from the title, but
not Hitler list. Nazis
no,
in the chat.
Hitler.
Oh, wow. He really
wrong.
does like creating words.
Damn.
We don't know what it's about. It could be a Hitler list.
I guess.
But is anything anybody wanted to get out? This is the time because again, it's going to take over the whole show. So if you had any other things you wanted to say, like I had a really refined Russia-Ukraine take, but there's no time, so can't do it.
I don't know. I mean, I can say it's really weird that certain people are supporting Russia. Maybe that's outlandish to say, but it's really weird to see that happen.
What a hot take. This isn't hot takes, Dave. This is hit list.
Sorry, my bad.
And I really would like to go into the Russell Westbrook thing at some point.
Yep.
Me too.
But-
I actually saw him even without a basketball take, I think it's interesting.
Yeah, we can keep that away from the hoop side of things, although we certainly have plenty to talk about there too. But we don't have to go that route, but there's no time for that today either.
What a lesson in not feeding the trolls that is right there.
Yeah, it's always funny when somebody says over and over again they don't care about the audience or the haters, and then all of a sudden they care a lot. But we'll get to that later. We will, because there's plenty to say about it. I know all three of us can.
About the worst take you could have on a nickname, if you don't want to be called that nickname anymore, about the worst thing you could do. Anyways, like you said.
I actually learned that when I was 7. People would call me names, don't call me that, and then they called me it more. Weird.
Yeah.
Dave, this is why I'm coaching you. When we come at you and you're like, I'm sorry, I just blah, blah, blah. No, you got to punch back. That's the lesson. Always punch. So now we get to hit list.
All right. Punchy Dave.
Yeah.
Punchy Dave.
Punch hit list.
There's your new
The joke's
nickname.
going to be on us when Chris did top 25 tyrants, and we were right all along on accident.
Hello.
Man.
I'm up here in the top right corner. Hi, hello.
Hey,
Oh,
very
wow.
small.
You're very small.
I just got booted into oblivion because there's no room for me, so goodbye, everyone.
See, how does a basketball game like this work? Is it 3 teams, 3 baskets?
Have you ever played Cutthroat, but with full 5-on-5 teams?
You know what? Point taken.
Yeah, one of the most fun things I ever did was the soccer version of that. You could have 3 or 4 nets and different teams, and it became just this absolute tire fire. But it was actually pretty fun.
That actually sounds fun. It sounds like there'd be a lot of strategy, kind of like in the Yu-Gi-Oh! 1v3, I guess. Whatever. And you had to be tactical, not only of where you were trying to score, but who you were trying to screw over, and that's cool.
Yeah. Because it was really tough if you got in the lead, because then you had 3 teams gunning for you. So now it's I think it was 5 or 6 players a team. So now it's 5 on 15.
Mm-hmm.
And good luck trying to score then on whatever goal. Anyways, hit list. We did it just a few weeks ago, but if for some reason you missed that episode, first of all, fuck you. And second of all, it's basically the game show format of an extended Family Feud. We take certain either data-based or survey-based lists, and we make our contestants guess what's on there, and then whoever has the most points win. We do have a point of order before we start. The historians of Hit List went back and checked the tape. Multiple people said they were going to. Nobody did but me. I checked the tape, and here's the results. Dave ended up winning by 1 point in a thrilling back-and-forth affair. And I'm really pleased with that. I was hoping it wasn't going to be a blowout. That would have been a really sad introduction to Hit List if one of them had won by like 15.
So Dave won by 1. What's the change there?
Dave won by 1, and the winner of that game should have been Dave by 2.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The point that I knew was iffy was awarded an error to Sean.
Okay.
Sean pointed out the one that was missed for Dave. I thought I had missed one on Sean and gave it to him, so he actually lost by 2.
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say it was. If you came back and said it was actually a tie, I was gonna be very sad.
That would have been funny.
I'm not even sure what we would have done. I could have gone back and fixed it.
That's a good showing for me. Normally, I get curb stomped on these, so 1 point, 2 points, whatever. That's not bad. Normally, it's like a snooze fest by the end because I have no hope of catching up.
It's true.
Pretty exciting. Gotta hype it up.
But Dave and I this time are gonna go like head to head, and you're gonna come from behind and take it all.
Totally correct, except the last part where I come from behind. It's gonna be really interesting if you both take like all the points and it's like 30 to 6 or something. But we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. You still have your time.
That's true.
So I've closed the chat on the main screen. I have it open over here on the side so I can relay any messages. But of course, I don't want to relay the Hitler ones, so we're going to hope for some regular type ones. As usual, that means you all can answer in the chat because you're not giving away anything to our contestants, so throw out your guesses. We'll acknowledge some of the ones if you get ones they miss. Dave is showing his phone, which is not broken like I asked him to do last time, but that's fine.
Find a broken one.
Oh, there he is.
Okay.
Yeah, so Dave is cheating.
Yeah, Skype is freaking out.
That's the other thing. I'm really proud to only lose by 2 with Dave cheating rampantly.
That's right.
Ready? Here we go. Ready?
I think what I can confirm is that Dave was writing down answers.
I was writing down my own answers.
Oh, that's one thing I forgot.
I don't get to write down answers. You know,
why
There's
not?
a whiteboard over there.
Oh.
If you really want to jot down things. You may find it's less
answers.
important in this format than it was in the original because, as people have seen, if they're watching, the shot clock's down to 20 seconds with 3 contestants. So it sounds shorter, but there's 3 contestants. So you actually have 40 seconds in between answers to kind of get your next one ready.
Still, here's the thing, though. I will, because my brain is stupid, I'll have an idea and I'll be like, no. You have 15 seconds. I'll think of a better idea. Then I'll forget the first idea that I had.
Right.
That's
This will
exactly
help.
why I started writing it down.
Yeah, because he started doing that in the second question, and I could tell. I'm watching. I run a fair ship. I was keeping an eye on it. Or he was checking his phone. I can't verify that, but I think he was writing on a
That's what I
notepad.
think he's doing. He threw his first cell phone, just like Walter White. He has a second cell phone.
I don't
That's
know.
right.
I did see a lot of conspicuous, this answer after I already said it in chat.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm... Exactly. Thank you.
That's exactly what Doug
Thank
would
you,
say
Doug.
to throw us off the scent of the fact that he helped Dave win.
It's true.
Yeah, collusion.
Let me say exactly what I did so people think it's implausible. Well...
I also want to point out that when I solved a Rubik's Cube on the show a while back, you also said that I had a floor full of Rubik's Cubes just like in varying states of solvedness.
Yeah, I mean, you do. I mean, not now, because that would be foolish to not clean up after yourself.
What if I did this?
Yeah. No, that's
Rubik's
fine.
Cubes.
Yeah.
Rubik's Cubes and Legos. You're just anti-theft proofing the house. True. All right, so I don't even remember necessarily what order I put these in. I changed them at one point, so we're going to see. But I think I remember. So we're going to read a question, and if it's wrong, I'm going to look really stupid. Ready? By the way, we're just going to go in order. So Doug's going to go first in round 1. For my sanity, we're just going to go down vertically. Wow. And then Sean will start round 2. Dave will start round 3 for fairness.
I won the coin toss.
Yeah.
That's right. He's the guest, so he gets the first crack at trying to win.
The 3-sided coin.
So, once again, 3 rounds, 1 point per correct answer, 10-minute rounds, 20 seconds per answer. The judge may be a little more harsh on the time limit. Now that we've done this before, we'll see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the judge?
Me. Didn't you hate the judges in Final Fantasy Tactics? That's me. Yes. I'm the judge now.
Yes,
cool.
We were just talking about that.
Look at me.
Wow.
I am the judge now.
Okay. Here we go. Question 1. A survey in Q4 2021 by YouGov ranked the most famous food and snack brands based on the percentage of respondents who had heard of that brand. Of the 353 brands surveyed, 27 were identified by 96% of those polled with at least a 50% popularity rating. Name those brands. So let me put the question up. There it is. Dogs are freaking out. I do have the right one. I can tell from the number of answers. We will start with Doug, and the clock is ticking.
Frito-Lay.
Frito-Lay. I have to remember how to run the show, but I remember.
I'm in big
It's on the list.
big trouble
Number
on
14.
this one, by the way. Is it me or
It's
It is you.
Kellogg?
Such certainty in your first answer. It's on the list, number 13.
Wow.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola is not on the list.
Wow.
Pringles.
Pringles is number 2 on the list. 99% of respondents were familiar with Pringles.
So like Doritos?
Doritos is number 6 on the list.
Wow.
Pepsi.
Dave, before I accept this answer, I will remind you, food and snack brands.
Sorry, I
not
thought you said
drink.
drinks. I thought you said food and drink. My bad.
Okay.
I
My
think
bad.
that's
I gave you one wrong answer. I wasn't going to let you keep going down this road. So go ahead and give another answer.
Food and snack.
asterisk by the
I'm terrible at this. I'm so bad at this. Let's go. Nestle.
Nestle is not on the list.
Candy.
Back to Doug.
Oh boy.
Food brand. Let's go with Girl Scouts. Girl Scout cookies.
Girl Scout cookies, not on the list.
Mm-hmm.
okay, like
But it's an answer.
Little Debbie.
Little Debbie is not on the list.
Yeah, she kind of sucks.
Oreos.
Oreo
Duh.
is number 4 on our list.
That's a good one.
Dave's on the board.
Yep. We'll go with Goldfish.
Goldfish, you're really hitting this middle part of the board. Is number 15 on the list.
Trying to get all the not obvious ones out of the way first.
That's generally a very good strategy. Well, so I don't know. Maybe you'll have to let me know if these count. I would say like Reese's is still like food brand.
I will tell you, I did not say this as part of the question because I didn't write it down. There are no candies on this list because we had just done that one.
Okay.
So you may give another guess.
Okay.
Hit the rim.
Because that's on me. I forgot I took those out because I didn't want to have a repeat
God.
of that list. There was a ton of candy on there.
I don't know now.
Mhm.
It's
Another
okay.
20
I'll
seconds.
pass
All
that.
right. Back to Dave.
Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy, believe it or not, is not on the list.
Kraft.
Kraft is on the list at number 7.
What's the thing? Nestle.
You already said Nestle.
Oh, we did?
Yep.
Yep, your timer's out anyway.
Back to Dave.
Ruffles.
Ruffles also did not make the list.
How the?
About 6 minutes remaining in our first round.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's tough.
Food brand. Yeah, pass for the next one.
Okay, back to
I
Sean.
mean, here's a key into me. I don't eat anything on this list, so I have no clue.
Chat's going nuts, I'm sure.
I know.
Chat has
It's
at least
pretty-
2 correct answers
It's
so
pretty
far.
pathetic.
I see y'all.
Okay.
Okay,
that's
back to
me.
Dave.
I'll try Yoplait.
Yoplait, a solid guess. That is not on the list.
This is killing me.
You said no cookies or yes cookies?
No candy.
No candy. Chips Ahoy.
I already
We
said
already
it.
did Chips Ahoy. Good. I feel better for repeating.
I'll give you. You got 8 seconds to come up with a different one.
No, I got.
Wait, you get a guess and then that's it, right? You're
Yeah,
able to go
fine.
again.
I hit the rim.
Back to Sean.
Oh God. The problem is I have these in my head and I can't say anything more lest someone else get it. So time's out. I guess I'll keep thinking.
Let's go Totino's.
Who doesn't love a good pizza roll, right? It's not on the list.
Oh, wait. Oh, crap.
Going along
Okay.
with that, Hot Pocket.
God damn it, Doug.
He was in the middle of writing it. Hot Pockets, not on the list.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So I will throw out, we have not gotten a correct answer in about 3 minutes. Do we do the...
I mean, if you start running out of guesses, sure, but
So far, we're not there.
I mean, I guess a long time.
I also waited 10 seconds to say that.
What did you say, Dave?
Just guess.
I guess I have no guess.
Okay. You wasted 10 seconds saying it. I was going to...
It's because I have no guess, Dave.
this is where you can forfeit.
I meant to say Tostitos last time, not Totino's. Although both are good guesses. Tostitos is my guess this time.
Well, then I meant to say that Tostitos is on the list.
Ooh,
There we
nice.
go.
This is where if you feel like you've dried up on ideas, you can forfeit your remaining guesses, and then it puts everybody else on the clock. They have to answer correctly, or they are also knocked out of the round.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's pretty cool.
But Dave's going strong, so I'll pass.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Back to Sean.
forfeit if it means you guys are now in danger zone of your guesses.
Okay.
I should have done it a long time ago.
So we go back to Dave.
All right. Toll House.
Toll House is not on the list. So we're back to Doug, and only Doug. Doug, you can rattle off correct answers and keep going, but you can't get one wrong.
Nope. I will abstain
Okay.
and give us a break here.
Man, that was rough.
Yeah. What?
I have Oikos and Dan in my other guesses that I was thinking of.
I can't believe our numbers are so low.
Yeah, this is
These
name
most
the most popular
recognizable.
like drugs in America.
I was worried this one might go poorly, but there's also some on here that are pretty sad not to have gotten. For example, on number 1 is the most famous brand of ketchup.
Heinz?
Heinz.
It's just... Wow.
Round snack crackers.
Ritz.
Ritz.
Again, this
Square-
is great for...
Flavored crackers. Orange.
Graham crackers?
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its.
Oh,
Number 5.
yeah.
Waffles in the frozen section.
Eggo.
Eggos.
Eggo. White-tipped cereal for breakfast.
Oh, I could have gone with cereals, couldn't I?
There are a lot of cereals on this list, yeah. Frosted Flakes.
Oh, man.
Oh,
You
I
see, I
never
should have just
even-
rattled cereals. I was thinking of the brand behind the cereal.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, so we were just wrong approach.
The number 1 peanut butter in America. You can
Jif?
guess it from them. Jif
Skippy?
is by far, actually. I was stunned at how much
No,
Jif is
it
ahead
was
of.
GIF.
Right, sorry. Jif. Jif was number 10. The chips, sort of, that have a cheetah.
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
So
How is
The-
Ruffles not on there, but Cheetos is? Cheetos are terrible.
I mean, you're absolutely right,
recognizable.
but people recognize it, I guess, maybe because of the cheetah. I don't know.
Jeez.
The snack, the cold snack that you could eat that was sponsored by a guy we can't talk about anymore because he raped people and then went to jail. Bill Cosby. Jello pudding was number 12.
Oh,
God,
okay.
I didn't even remember that.
I won't even try and give you a clue for 16. It was Dove, which of course makes soap, but
Chocolate.
also like
Oh, chocolates, yeah.
and some other stuff as well. Yeah. This one I wasn't sure about including, but I figured what the hell, because not only was Kraft on there, but it was so recognizable that Kraft mac and
geez.
cheese
Oh,
was on
okay.
there at number
Interesting.
17.
Never would have gotten there.
Ye Old Americans that sell oats,
Quaker.
and 19's got the Doughboy.
Pillsbury.
See, if any of us had gotten some of these, I think it would open the
It would have
door.
opened the floodgates.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure.
Charms. Yeah.
Magically Delicious breakfast
Lucky
cereal.
Charm. Hey, I guessed it before you said it. That should be a point.
Yeah.
No.
This is another one that was iffy, but I figured what the hell, and that's Nesquik. So there was actually a beverage on here, but
Be
Kind
sure
of,
to
it's
drink
not.
your Ovaltine.
the most popular dressing in America, you eat it with like wings,
Wow.
or
Ranch, but-
ranch,
Oh,
or
ranch.
who,
Hidden Valley.
Hidden Valley. Believe it or not, this has become synonymous with a spicy addition, but it's actually a brand name itself. I don't have any other good clue for that. Tabasco.
Tabasco, yeah.
I'll have it number 24. The biggest soup maker.
Campbell's.
Campbell's. My bologna has a first name.
OSCAR.
And the thing that Peter thought was alphabet soup. It was his His cereal was giving him a message, and it was ooh, which is Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Wow.
All right. Well, I knew it was going to be
That's
iffy,
not close.
but hey, at the end of the round, it's still a close game now. Doug has 4. Sean and Dave
Doug
have 2.
running away with it, doubling our score.
Yeah, double the score in the first round.
I think the other 2 are going to be a little more straightforward.
Okay.
There were
okay.
a ton of possible answers for this one. That was the hardest part that I was worried about. It's like there's so many brands, but there's only so many of the other ones for our other 2 lists. I'll be able to tell by which number of answers it is. But anyways, there's our first list. We move on to round 2. Sean will be going first. There's 29 answers, so it has to be this list. I put these in the complete backwards order. Good job, me.
But you found it.
What?
But you found it. That's the
I did.
important
I
part.
got there in the end, and that's the important thing. According to the Internet Movie Database, but it's not about movies. Since 1980, there have been 29 television shows with at least 235 episodes over at least 10 seasons. Name those television shows, and I'll give you a hint going in. At least some of them are still on the air. Sean, you're going first in this round, and the clock has begun.
Simpsons.
Simpsons is unsurprisingly our number 1 answer. By the way, on the screen, before Dave goes, on the screen is the number of seasons and the number of episodes.
So you said 10 years and 250 episodes?
235 episodes, 10 seasons since 1980.
Okay, Family Guy?
Family Guy is on the list, number 6.
Going along with that, South Park.
Oh, that's a good one.
Good guess, yeah.
South Park is not on the list.
Really? That's surprising.
Wow.
I
That threw
can
me
pull up
off.
the list later. And
This is a series, right? We don't have the question.
correct.
on
These
top
are
of it.
primetime television shows.
We don't have the question. on top.
It's Always
Oh.
Sunny in
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Question. There it is.
There we go.
Always Sunny is not on the list.
I think it should be on the
230 episodes. Since 1980.
Since 1980.
Gosh. Let's go Family Ties.
Family Ties is not on the list.
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks is not on the list.
No way. Twin Peaks? Star Trek.
Nope. It was only 7 seasons.
Not on the list. Since Dave ruined it for you already.
I don't know, Dave. I thought I had a sure thing with It's Always Sunny.
Oh,
but-
primetime. Shit.
The fact I hadn't guessed it helps. Let's go with Family Matters.
Family Matters is not on the list.
Didn't go 10 years. Okay.
Doctor Who.
Doctor
Yeah,
Who
yes.
is not on the list.
Really?
Good.
I feel like we're all doing all non-primetime shows.
Supernatural.
Supernatural is on the list, number 9.
Very good.
They were around for a long time on the CW.
I
Sean
had
for the lead.
no idea.
What's that, Dave?
Oh. I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea that was even a show. Never even heard of it. Gosh.
162 episodes of Always Sunny, not even close. Probably down like the 50s. There's a lot of shows that are like in this range, 150 to 200ish, just outside the list. But Always Sunny has like 8 episodes in most of its seasons. There's just
Yeah,
some
so
weird
even though
ones
it's
in
like
there.
25 seasons.
Yeah,
it's
it doesn't add up a ton. There's some weird outliers that are not on the list. David, you got anything?
Yeah, I was gonna take a stab. 60 Minutes.
60 Minutes is not on the list.
You said
Man,
10
okay.
seasons, right?
I said 10 seasons.
Okay, then Scrubs.
60 Minutes has 40 seasons since 1980.
Scrubs is not on the list. You're right. So
Yeah.
it's good that you didn't guess it. Because it had an infamous 9 or 8 if you're not a believer.
Mhm. Futurama, but I know it's wrong too.
Futurama is not on the list.
like
But it's good to get a guess in.
Yes.
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, good guess.
Grey's Anatomy is on the list, number 5. Sean takes the lead.
I wish I was
American
next.
Idol.
American Idol is not on the list. Now, again, these are like primetime season-based shows, so
Oh, season-based shows, not reality.
ER.
ER is on the list at
Fuck,
number
that was
8.
my next guess,
Well,
Doug.
you put Grey's Anatomy out there.
That's my fault.
Yeah.
If you had reversed it, probably would not have gotten it.
I'm
Let's see.
gonna have to probably. We'll see.
Chat, you've got 4 correct answers among your list so far and a couple wrong ones. You're doing pretty well.
NYPD Blue.
NYPD
I
Blue
don't think it's gonna be right.
is on the list at number
Holy
19.
shit.
Yeah, we've got that in. NCIS.
NCIS, of course, on the list. Number 4. And still going.
Law and Order.
Law and Order is on the list at number 3.
So like, like
Michaela had that
CIS
one as well.
Miami. I don't know if that was 10 seasons.
CSI Miami is not on the list.
Okay. I don't know if it's hit this level yet, but Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers is not on the list.
Okay, I didn't know if it hit it yet.
I think it was
close.
it wasn't too far down. I remember seeing it, but it didn't make the cut.
It's
Hawaii
pretty close.
5-0.
Hawaii 5-0, the remake, is on the list at number 28. The original is also way up there on the all-time list.
What about CSI? Just regular CSI.
Yeah.
Regular type CSI is on the list at number 7, especially because it came back and started adding to it again.
Oh my god.
MASH. I don't know how many seasons that had.
I don't know if I gave Sean his point. MASH is not on the list. Someone in chat, let me know if I gave Sean his point. I'll check the replay. No, I can't. Too many things.
I would assume you didn't.
Chicago
I'm just kidding.
Fire. Yeah, that might be a more recent show.
Chicago Fire is not on the list.
No way. It's a recent show, Doug. The A-Team. I don't know.
Da, da, da.
No way.
Not on the list.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Let's see. Cheers. I don't think that had 10 seasons though.
Cheers is on the list at number 15.
That's a good one.
11 seasons.
Phew.
Frasier.
Damn it.
Frasier is on the list at number
You did it, Doug.
17.
Do
Rick,
things
yes.
reverse. I'm not going to get
Friends?
them.
Friends is on the list at number 29.
Wow.
It's the one that breaks the threshold, but it's on the list.
Damn it, Chris. I hate that. Let's see. Late 90s into 2000 shows. Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World had a reboot. Not on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, not prime time, I think, but oh
It
god.
was TGF.
About 3 minutes and change left in the round.
I'm gonna have to pass.
I don't know if this okay, so I'll say American Dad.
American
don't
Dad.
think so.
We went through all the other animated ones, right? American Dad's on the list. Number
I
10.
cannot believe
I know
it.
it is. I know it is.
19 fucking seasons.
I know. I'm really mad at myself that I didn't
Wow.
get this.
With an exclamation point. That's correct, by the way.
That is correct. Home Improvement.
Home
Not a bad
Improvement is a good guess, and it's not on the list.
So mad I didn't get American Dad. It was in my head. And I forgot to write it down.
Nothing's coming to mind right now. Pass.
You have 8. Okay.
So like Bold and the Beautiful, and that'll be my guess.
I will let you lock that in, and I'll tell everybody, no, there are no soap operas on
That's
this list.
kind of what I was getting.
Part
at,
of why I
yeah.
had to do primetime as a distinction, because otherwise it was like 400 soap operas.
I just want. Yep.
And Jeopardy, and Wheel of Fortune, and...
I had to test it for science.
Not on that list.
yeah.
Let's see. For some reason, I feel like there's a show called Rescue 911.
Rescue 911 is a show, but it's not on the list.
Okay. At least I'm not that stupid.
Reno 911 and
We'll go with NCIS Miami.
NCIS Miami is not on the list.
Oh.
This is probably gonna be another one, Chris, where you're like, "What did I fucking say?" Cops.
Cops is filmed before, is not on the list.
Okay.
Since 1980, this is what's throwing me off, because I think of older shows that would have hit that mark. Oh man. Just didn't watch that much TV is the problem. Saved by the Bell.
I like the irony of saying that right
Yeah.
before the buzzer goes off. Is not on the list.
Not a bad guess though.
No.
Murder, She Wrote.
Ooh, good one.
Murder, She Wrote with Angela Lansbury is on the list at number 16.
I cannot
Solid
believe
guess.
that.
Oh, wow. There's seconds in this timer now. I don't like that. Well, whatever. Here we go. That was Doug. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
This cannot be right. I'm gonna go Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman is not on the list.
Oh, what was the name of that stupid show with Chuck Norris? It was
I got it.
I know, I just gave it to you by saying that.
Mhm.
Oh my God, why can I not remember what it was called? I don't remember what it's called, and it's bothering me. Why can I not remember?
Okay,
this
time's up.
framework?
Okay, Walker,
That
Texas
Doug.
Ranger.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Locking it in?
Not yet.
Oh, you're going to stall for the last guess? That's smart. Also, I need to turn off my work email. Terrific. All right, we're back.
Yeah,
And
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Walker, Texas Ranger, right before the buzzer, is not on the list.
Ha
All right. We come to the end of round 2 with a tie atop the leaderboard still. Doug with 9, Sean with 9, Dave with 5.
Audience, did I miss a point?
We already settled that. You have one that's been added. It was added in round 1.
Hell yeah.
I'll check the tape again, though. The historians aren't going to let anything slide.
That's
but I think
true.
that's right. Chat did have a few of these correct. Let's see. Number 2 is stupid because you guys guessed a few different variants, but what's even more long-running than number 3? Believe it or not.
Like Special Victims Unit.
Special
I
Victims
had
Unit.
that written down. Why would I not say
Because
it?
I saw Law and Order, and you're like, oh, that has to be it, huh?
I don't know. Like, I never have watched any of these shows, and so to even guess what they are, like, drives me crazy.
Yeah, how do you think I feel about junk food? Okay, let's keep going.
Believe it or not, Criminal Minds is number 11.
Interesting. And
15
okay,
seasons, a
stupid shit
boatload
like
of
that.
episodes. The pioneer teen drama of the 90s.
Dawson's Creek?
No, before that.
45?
90210, Beverly Hills 90210. A lot of episodes in there, 10 seasons.
Had I thought about that, I would still not have guessed it. I didn't realize it ran that
Oh,
long.
Gilmore Girls. That's got to be on the list, too.
Gilmore
No, that was
Girls
like
gonna be
is not on the
close.
list.
Oh.
It was like 7 seasons.
You gave me the wrong NCIS variant for number 13. Los Angeles is on the list.
Really?
Nice.
I was almost going to guess Chicago and New York. I never would have got to LA.
An annoying show for nerds that isn't for nerds and is demeaning.
Oh,
yeah.
Big Bang.
Yeah, Big Bang Theory is one
Should've
I thought
of
we
that
would
one.
get.
I thought of How I Met Your Mother, but I knew that was about 8 seasons, I think.
How I Met Your Mother was one of the ones that came up in chat. It's close, but it does not have enough seasons.
Yeah.
Let's see. Number
Should
18
have thought of Big. That's really bad. I'm embarrassed by Big Bang Theory.
was one of CBS's other flagship shows with a guy who's been scorned from the acting community and a child as one of the 3 principal actors.
Oh, 2.5 Men.
Half of one, if you will.
Oh, man.
2.5 Men.
The problem with this list is that so many of these shows suck.
Yeah, it's bad TV on a lot
It's
of this.
junk food of television. Yep. A older crime drama / court drama with a female lead.
Perry Mason.
Yes, Perry Mason, Murphy Brown. The only other animated show you didn't guess. What if I said, "Damn it, Bobby"?
The Cleveland Show.
Oh, wow.
King of the Hill, 13
I
seasons,
knew that too.
259 episodes. This is a late 80s, early 90s show starring a upset shoe salesman dealing with his family.
No.
Married with Children.
Married,
That was around for 10 years?
married ... with children. 11 seasons, actually.
Whew.
A much more recent show with speaking to the camera style documentary approach.
The
The
Office.
Office.
No, different than
Parks
that. It was
and
on ABC and
Modern Family.
Modern Family just finished. Yeah. A cop show with Tom Selleck that's still going. Probably haven't seen it. I know my family has.
Blue Bloods?
Blue Bloods.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
12 seasons and still
The
going.
Office, I think, was 10 seasons, but nowhere near 250
Didn't have enough episodes. Yeah. A forensic drama type show with the other Deschanel.
Bones?
Bones.
Wow.
12
What?
seasons. Yep.
I actually thought of that, but I'm like, that couldn't have been that many.
A show that portrayed gay people well before they were mainstream.
Will and Grace.
Will and Grace.
That
And
was a good one.
Sean, your favorite show with a theme song that you loved, and 2 different principal actors who ended up on the wrong side of the law, despite the show having really big family values.
Oh, Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven is number 27.
Heaven.
Yep.
I didn't know it was 2. Are you saying like Jessica Biel? Well, that was just her character. I think she's fine in real life.
No, there was 2 different actors, I believe. Maybe
Oh,
it wasn't.
wow.
Maybe it wasn't one of the main ones.
It
but-
was
Dad?
the main
the
dad.
dad for sure, and there
sure.
was somebody else I remember seeing stories about a couple of years ago. I'd have to look it up, but it was just kind of. It's one of those where it's like if you're on a family-friendly, like lollipop type show, you just can't get caught with
Yeah.
other bullshit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, as we mentioned, end of round 2. Doug 9, Sean 9, Dave 5. Dave goes first in our final round, which might help him get back in the door a little bit, but it depends on this final category. And here we go, shall we?
We
Let's
shall.
go. First, I got to bring the question up this time too. I'll get it together. It's it's fine.
It's fine.
Wikipedia. I know I can't help it. There's a lot
Alternate
of
source Wikipedia.
there's a lot of good
says-
lists there.
Mhm.
At the very least, it's a good source for rankings by numbers. Wikipedia has a long article dedicated to how it rates the best-selling musical artists of all time. It measures what it calls certified units, as opposed to what it calls overinflated numbers from record companies, and references those against claimed sales to determine who has sold the most copies. According to its list, 28 artists, band or individual, can accurately claim to have sold 150 million copies or more, or records. So, same thing. Name those artists. So, the musical artist with the most records sold. Don't get too worried about the wording. It's just to distinguish how it's ranked in case there's any issues down the road. But basically, what are the best-selling musical artists of all time? Dave, you go first in this round. Let me reset the clock to 10 minutes, and let's go.
The Beatles.
The Beatles are number 1 on our list.
Of course they are.
Of course they are.
I'd be surprised if Rolling Stones isn't number 2.
Rolling Stones is on the list at number 17,
Wow. Okay.
Damn.
but it is
That's
there.
fine.
You guys took both of my first 2 guesses. Prince.
Prince is not on the list.
Damn.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson is number 3 on our list.
Got to be Elvis.
Elvis is number 2 on our list.
There he is.
I mean, Britney Spears has to be on this list, right?
Britney
Could be.
Spears is not on the list.
I'm getting fucking wrecked.
Let's go with U2.
U2, unfortunately, is on the list.
Okay.
Number 24.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Queen.
Queen is on the list at number 12. Sean has thrown his pen on the floor.
He's angry.
Disqualification.
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake is not on the list.
Let's go with Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers are not on the list.
Ooh, really?
100 million plus, but not 150.
We'll go with Backstreet Boys.
All right. Not on the list.
Oh, okay.
I'll go In Sync, even though it's probably.
Probably not.
They were
They're
higher
better.
than Backstreet Boys. They are not on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we go with Journey?
Good. Good.
Journey is a good guess. That is not on the list.
Monkeys.
Makes sense after the Beatles,
no
right?
way.
They're not on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Muse.
Muse is not on the list.
Foreigner?
Foreigner is not on the list.
Let's see. You already said Prince. Why am I surprised that we don't have a lot up there? These are all classic artists.
Not yet.
All right. Next.
Time is up. Move to Sean.
Garth Brooks. It's
Ooh.
on there.
Brooks.
Put it down.
Is on the list. Number
Thank you.
19.
The Grateful Dead?
Grateful Dead. Big time cult following on the list.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
About 7 minutes left in our final round. Just for the listeners, Doug 12, Sean 10, Dave 8. Still anybody's game.
Why am I? It's the stress of
That's what I'm telling you, right?
It seems easy until you're in the thick of it. Sean,
Yeah.
do you?
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley. So many college dorm rooms, but not on the list.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z is not on the list.
Wow.
I don't know. We'll go with Snoop Dogg.
D.O. J is not on the list.
No, it's fine.
I'll say Eminem and keep with the rap motif.
Eminem is on the list, number 9.
Wow.
Nice. So,
Yeah,
he was really popular. Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett is not on the list.
I mean, everyone listens to it.
Don McLean.
Oh,
Dom Clean is not on the list.
John Denver.
John Denver is not on the list.
AC/DC.
AC/DC is easy breezy on the list, number 16.
I'm sorry, Dad.
He's going to be furious with you if he watches. I haven't seen him in the chat, though, so you're safe.
Oh, yeah, good.
I would Guns N' Roses.
It's not your turn.
Yeah, we'll go with Guns N' Roses.
Oh, is it? I thought you. Oh God.
Yeah, that's good strategy, Cotton. They're not on the list.
Toby Keith.
Toby Keith is not on the list.
I'm trying to think of his name, but I guess Beyonce.
Beyonce. I had to double check this one because I thought she was instinctively, but she is not on the list.
So your turn, right, Doug?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
I'm still trying to come up with something.
You got 11 seconds.
But
You better, because I have one that's gonna be on there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Uh-oh. That would tie the game.
guaranteed.
shoot. Okay.
Ran out of time. To
Destiny's
Sean.
Child.
Destiny's Child is not on the list.
Damn. I really thought they would be.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Hey, there's a correct answer. Taylor
Oh,
Swift, number 11 on the
disgusting,
list.
man.
Pulls Dave within 2. 12, 11 to 10 right now. 4.5 minutes left.
Nirvana.
Nirvana is not on the list.
Okay, I'm just asking. Did I already say Bieber?
No.
Okay, Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber's on the list, number 21.
Wow.
This is
Ties it up at the top.
Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood is not on the list.
Martina McBride.
Martina McBride is not on the list.
I'll save us the trouble. I'll go the biggest one, Reba McEntire.
Reba is not on the list.
I didn't think so.
Staying with country, Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus
With
is
his-
nowhere
Yeah,
near this
for
list.
like a month.
Yeah,
Oh.
his one-hit wonder.
But it was a big hit.
Yeah.
And maybe it sold 170 million of that one song.
That's true. They played an awful lot.
Oh shoot! I have not gotten anything in a while.
It has been a cold spell. Currently still tied. Time is up for Doug.
Yep.
Back to Sean.
I'll go Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus is not on the list.
It's newer, but a lot of people like them. Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons. Imagine
way.
them being on the list.
No
Yeah.
way.
That was mean, but it was sitting there on a tee.
I know.
Back to Doug. We have 3 minutes remaining. Still Doug and Sean tied at 12. Dave, 2 back.
Was it withdraw? So they have to get something.
I didn't. Oh, you withdraw?
Yeah,
You could, but if Sean gets one right, then you lose.
this is true. It's a
Well, you're out of time. So what are you gonna do?
no. It's a withdraw.
Okay, Rihanna.
Rihanna is on the list at number 7.
Now,
Now, Dave, you can still catch up. You're in the round, but you need a correct answer.
I know, which I'm not going to get. Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre is not on the list.
If Jay-Z isn't, Dr. Dre isn't.
Sean, you're still in the round if you want to just run up the score a little bit.
Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson is not on the list, nor is anybody else from country.
Oh, okay. So there was one big omission. I could not think of the guy who's married to Faith Hill. I know her, and I can't think of his name. But if there's no other country, it doesn't matter.
All right. Well, there's our final scoreboard there.
I made a valiant comeback.
Unacceptable.
Yes.
And maybe we'll have to revisit the forfeit rule, especially in the multi-way format. That's tougher than the
Yeah.
head-to-head. And the head-to-head, I think it's fine because you know the risk.
I
but
actually think the forfeit rule is awesome because
don't.
it's very strategic.
Well, I liked it a lot in the head-to-head format. I thought it was pretty clever, and nobody wanted to use it. You were like, "I'll guess till I die." And I was like, "Oh."
I didn't realize that was the thing. If I forfeit and then Dave doesn't get it, then the round is over.
Yeah, but it's also a risk because if he rolls off
Yeah.
multiple correct answers, then you're just
no,
watching
I think
the
it's
points.
great. I think that's
Three-way, it's tough because like Dave can get frozen out by it, but nonetheless, the final score: Sean 13, Doug 12, Dave 10. We'll check the tapes to make sure that 13 is correct.
that was without me doing Michael Jackson, which is a horrible omission.
And we still have several answers to go over. Some of chat did have those as well. Michaela and Maisie have been on top of a couple of these. Chakrocks had some from the earlier rounds as well, although I don't know.
This is
if
like
he had his
21
here.
pilots. Just kidding.
So let's go over what we missed because that's half the fun, right? Sing us a song. You're a piano man.
Oh, of course, Billy Joel.
Elton John.
Billy Joel. Elton John.
Sing us a song. You're the piano man.
Yeah, wrong one. He's 23 though. There you
That's
go.
Billy Joel's song.
Yeah, well, you didn't get either one of them, so fuck all y'all too.
Well, I know, but
Like a Virgin?
Madonna.
Yeah, Madonna.
Dave trying to give me shit.
I don't know how to give a clue for them. Another word for blimp.
Led Zeppelin?
Led Zeppelin.
I
Really
had
heavy.
I'm a little
Leppard on my list.
surprised.
There's a couple of these that are going to be surprising, but there's also a couple that are Dark Side of the Moon.
Pink Floyd.
Oh, Pink Floyd.
Should've known that.
Interesting. Interesting.
All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Mariah Carey's that high.
Yeah.
She was somewhere on my list.
Yeah, did more than obviously Christmas stuff, but that's what she's become synonymous with. God, I can't even
Whitney
remember.
Houston? Is she on this list?
Well, guess what? She's the one I was just trying to think of a song for at number 13.
Whoa.
And next is Tina Turner.
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton is not on the list. Hotel California.
The Eagles.
Oh my God.
They prefer just
I'm
Eagles,
sorry,
as
Dad.
the internet told me when I looked this up, because I almost put the Eagles and like, actually, we're just
What about
Eagles.
Fleetwood Mac?
Fleetwood Mac was one that chat had as well. It's a pretty good guess, but they're not on the list.
Okay.
The person who was really synonymous with Mariah Carey for a long time, but the Canadian version.
Oh my God, Celine Dion, of
Celine
course.
Dion.
I would have gotten her eventually.
Wow.
I feel confident.
The artist that Booker did his telephone dance to.
Drake.
Drake at number 18.
Sure.
We
That might
said all
Um,
these rap names, but not
You can
Drake.
tell none of us listen to Drake. Like Kanye's probably on here too.
I was just about to say the person who's currently beefing with Pete Davidson, Kanye West, number 20.
How do we name off this? We named 90s and early 2000s rap, not current.
Let's see. Shape of You.
Ed Sheeran.
Wow. That's really sad.
Let's see. The most famous nose in music. Giant Jewish nose, female singer.
Oh, Barbara Streisand.
Barbara
Oh.
Streisand. Yeah, that's like the old school one that I didn't think anybody was going to get. But you never know. Somebody could like, oh, I missed one. That's fine. She's number 26.
Is One Direction on this list when NSYNC and Backstreet Boys could not make the list?
It'd be kind of funny if they were, but no, they are not. You're probably not going to like
Thank
the last couple,
God.
though. I skipped number 25 by mistake, but I don't want to miss a thing.
Aerosmith. I was actually trying to think
That
of
makes
them.
sense. Even though I hate them.
A drummer and frontman who is deaf now. Tarzan soundtrack.
Oh yeah, Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
Phil
I was
Collins.
gonna say, that also works for AC/DC because he's deaf now.
And the genesis of two movies in which Pierce Brosnan cannot sing.
Oh, what's her stupid name? ABBA.
Yeah.
ABBA, number 28. Chad had that one.
Mm.
Props to them. I think that was
Damn.
Michaela first, although Trackrock also chimed in with it. So
Damn.
there you go. Most records sold. Now, of course, part of why the whole distinction was made in the first place was like streaming has made this kind of weird. It still counts to some extent. Artists get payout from it, but only like pennies, fractions of pennies on per stream.
Yeah. Are they selling records anymore?
Yeah, some places still do. They're still
Like,
making
that's what was
vinyls.
weird about Taylor Swift or something like that, where it's like she's been almost all records, you know, or almost all streaming, not records. It's weird. But
Well, the future of music has changed, and Ed Sheeran's already the 22nd best-selling artist of all time. So there's really no
That's-
hope for it.
how the hell is ABBA ahead of Red Hot Chili Peppers? This like makes me upset.
Well, keep in mind they also had a new record like 2 months ago.
Ed Sheeran might be the
ABBA
biggest
did.
surprise for me on this list.
I think it
Yeah.
was for me.
Like,
I don't know.
and I know a few of his songs. I didn't realize he was that big.
I wasn't surprised that Led Zeppelin was on the list, but I was surprised they were that high.
Well, I'm mad at myself because I confused them with Def Leppard, and I knew that wasn't right.
I almost I kind of thought Led Zeppelin I don't want to say niche, but I didn't think they were as well known as 6th on this list. So that's a little crazy.
Yeah, if you flip them and the Rolling Stones, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because, Doug, we guessed it, they were number 2, which they weren't, but it's completely reasonable to think they were higher than they were.
The Who
they
is
have a
not this list?
reputation to me of you don't know rock unless you know Led Zeppelin. So it's it turns out everybody knows rock because they sell a bajillion copies.
Right.
How is the Who not on this list? They were huge.
Yeah, I can... one of the things I could do on the side here is pull up the ones that didn't make the cut because I link them to myself, but I don't have a great way to do that right now, and now the show's almost over. But in the future, I can maybe pull those sources up so you can ask about ones that didn't make the list, and I can tell you how close they were. Obviously, there were, I want to say another 20 or so that were 100 million or more. And the Chili Peppers were in there. Coldplay was in there. A couple of the ones you guys guessed, I don't remember. They all blur together. But there were several in that grouping, but not among the very top.
I'm just surprised by the things that I missed.
It happens. And again, some of them you're going to look at and be like, I never would have guessed that. And some of them you're going to look at and be like, damn, the pressure, didn't even think of them.
Yeah.
I get Rihanna being on the list, but 7th? Rihanna?
She found love in a hopeless place, Dave. She found love in a hopeless place.
And it was quite easy to do that with 250 million records sold and the money that came from that.
That's right. And I assume Umbrella was 80 million of those, so fuck
I'm
that.
assuming. I hate that song. And
I do too.
If every record netted you only $1, you're doing just fine.
I like Umbrella.
I hate that song. Of course you'd like it. It's
Okay,
terrible.
I think it's good.
I think I've come around on it over time, but for a good maybe a year or so, that was the only Rihanna song I heard, and I heard it a ton on the radio, and that's what ruins a good song for anybody, right? Is overplay. Well, that was the overplay song of that era for me.
I don't know. I can still listen to We Don't Talk About Bruno. It's awesome. And it's on the radio, so.
It doesn't have it all the time.
I don't even think that's the best song from that movie.
Surface Pressure is the best song from that movie.
You might be right on that.
It is.
Here, I'm going to pull up some others real quick because we're vamping. The show could just end, but I put in the work. I might as well pull them up.
Dogs
are going crazy. They love music.
Quick, Doug, what's your favorite song from Encanto?
I've only heard one.
Great.
And
Great.
You Don't Talk About Bruno.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't even think it's the second best song for it's good. I don't get it.
It's very catchy.
It's
very catchy.
It's the one my nephews like the most, I think.
So here's the ones next down on the list. Katy Perry, Chris Brown, Bruce Springsteen, who would have been one I would have guessed if I was playing and been wrong.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars, Jay-Z came
Bruno
up.
Mars. Yeah.
Metallica, one I was kind of surprised Dave didn't guess, but it was wrong. Lady Gaga, 124 million. Lil Wayne, once again, showing we don't really listen to any hip hop. I mean, we listen to some, but we're not exactly at the experts. Maroon 5 is up there because they've had a ton of albums at this point that have been popular. Adele, Beyonce's down here, 120 million.
I thought Muse might have a chance, Chris, just because they're so big in England too.
Yeah,
but
worldwide.
Nope.
Fleetwood Mac is down here in that same range, 120 million. Rod Stewart, blast from the past.
Interesting.
The Bee Gees, Nicki Minaj. There's Coldplay and the Chili Peppers right next to each other, followed by Linkin Park. There's Britney Spears. She was 100 million. Bon Jovi, I saw in the chat. Pink, George Strait, Shania Twain. We get to some more country finally. Guns N' Roses. There's the Backstreet Boys. And then the last that are over 100 million. Paul McCartney on his own. Shows you the Beatles effect. Prince is down there. That was guessed. Eric Clapton. Santana, Simon and Garfunkel.
Shania Twain. That would have been a good.
Def Leppard's at 100 million. So yeah, you can kind of go down the list, and there's a bunch more that cracked 100. Beach Boys, Olivia Newton-John.
Phil Collins being so high is a little.
And
a little surprising to me.
Again, they had this entire 5-paragraph essay about the metrics for this. I don't know if that includes Genesis, where he was the frontman, or if that's just his solo stuff. I would guess it includes that, but Genesis was also huge in the late 70s, so I don't know. But that was their list, and that's all I can go off of.
Interesting. Cool.
That is Hit List. Doug, you were close. For a while there, you had a lead. Just couldn't pull out any artists in the end, but you still had a good showing as a guest. Any last words before we boot you off the show?
Too long.
The next time, Sean's going down.
Oh,
It-
wow. I'm the target now. This is such a weird feeling.
Fine, the target's on your back.
I am calling for blood. If I'm on the show
Sure.
again, Sean's going down.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Hey, I'm back.
I was
It's me.
getting murdered at the end of round 1 too.
I'm sad that I couldn't catch up. I got half of my points in that last round, and I was hoping I could catch up, but Doug had to pull the card, the fuck us all over card.
That's true.
Well,
It wasn't meant to be, but
if I had pulled it earlier, I might have actually won.
Yeah, that's true.
At the very least, I think I'm gonna have to make it time restricted, so you can't just be like, "Oh, I'm up by 3. It's the first question of the round. I'm gonna do my forfeit." So maybe it has to be like after the first half or something, so it's not just stupid. Because I'm not gonna do all this work and have you guys boot the question after 45 seconds.
Yeah.
That's just not good content. But
what's
I think
nice though is even if you do it that way, we still that's what we did today.
yeah,
We didn't do any shenanigans with it.
it was like the 3-minute mark both
Yeah.
times, and that's fine. That's the point where if it is starting to kind of wind down, then I think that's the important strategy. Just not like, all right, 10 minutes on the clock and go forfeit.
So what it does for strategy is like, do you hold on to a good answer just in case you get called? But then if it's a good answer, you risk like not getting that point, getting it stolen earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really interesting.
That was the hope. I'm glad to see it, but maybe latch on in the future. So we'll continue to fine tune this. I think the sped up shot clock was good. I can't make it much faster without losing my mind, but I think we held it together. I'll double check the score, but I think that's right. And even if it wasn't, Sean would have had one last crack anyways. So who knows? But that's it for the show. Goodbye to Doug. Goodbye to Dave and Sean. Goodbye to myself. We will be back next week. However, important note for any of our viewers and listeners outside of Arizona, well, I guess viewers because listeners can listen whenever, the show will be moving an hour for everybody who's not us because daylight savings time is stupid and 47 states still follow it. So next week it'll be 10:30 Eastern, still 7:30 Arizona time for us. So just be warned if you're tuning in next week. Now the nice thing is YouTube should still give you an idea about how many hours or minutes it is till the show starts, so it shouldn't really be that hard, but that is happening this Sunday, so by next Tuesday, the show will be an hour later. We'll see you then, weird people who time travel. And that's it. That's the end of the episode. And between the shows, you can find us at our website, objectionnetwork.com or youtube.com/objectionnetwork to watch us have hijinks every week. We'll see you next time.